What is Lifesum and how do I best use it? Is the premium version worth it? And how does it compare to MyFitnessPal? By the end of this video, you'll have the answers to all of those questions. And be sure to stay until the end because we'll tell you not only what Lifesum has to offer compared to MyFitnessPal, both the free and paid versions, but the bigger context of weight loss science to get the most out of any calorie counting app. So regardless of what you pick, you'll know what to watch out for. Hi, Rich and Lucy here from CoachViva.com. For the best advice on how to be a badass body boss for life, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of videos every week. And before we begin, I want to quickly announce that a few spots have opened up for our free one-on-one consultation for our Badass Body Boss program. So make sure you stay until the end of this video for the announcement on that. Now let's get started.
First, I want to show you how Lifesum works. When you start, you enter basic body stats and that's it. It suggests you a plan from the get-go, basic body stats, and how fast you'd like to lose weight. Then Lifesum will recommend you a daily calorie goal. You can get more customization on your plan if you pay premium, which I'll cover later. Then you can start logging your foods like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and water too. You can look up foods yourself, or you can scan barcodes on packaged foods. After you log foods for a meal, Lifesum gives you guidance on whether or not you can eat more calories or cut back on some. Lifesum also has some tips and hints sprinkled throughout the app to help guide you on decision making if you're very new to weight loss. If you log a lot of frequent foods or cook a lot, you can favorite certain foods and save your recipes for quick access later. You can also log exercise, but if you want to sync workouts from Fitbit or whatever is your favorite tracker, you'll have to pay premium. Finally, you can track your weight and waist to see whether or not you're making progress. And that sums up the free features.
Now, what about the premium features and who are they best for? Really, the bulk of Lifesum's functionality is in their premium features, and the prices are listed here. So who do we recommend the premium version for? If you fall under one of these three buckets. 1, you really want detailed nutrition feedback and you really have no idea kind of where to go right now. So only if you need to set macro goals and specifically want detailed nutrition, like maybe monitor sugar intake because of prediabetes. Now, most people don't need macro or other nutrition feedback when just starting out with weight loss, but if you tend to only go for empty calories in order to lose weight and end up feeling hungry all the time, or of course have some medical condition, then sure, go for it. You can also set food group habits on the premium version, like tracking vegetables and fruits and seafood, and this can be great help to guide you to eating more of the healthy stuff and less empty calories too. 2, you're very much a just tell me what to do kind of person because Lifesum offers meal plans for different diet types of different variations like keto, high protein, clean eating that fit a lot of people's preferences. And you can choose strict meal plans where you get exactly all the recipes you need. And these are 1 to 3 week only programs, which is reasonable since from our experience, no one is able to stick to a strict meal plan for long. Not even professional bodybuilders. Or you can pick a plan where they tweak your calories and macros and food group suggestions for you and recommend you particular recipes, but you still have the freedom to figure out what exactly you want to eat to fit those guidelines. If you cook a lot and like to meal plan, then you may like the recipes feature. Or if you want recipe suggestions that fit your calorie and macro goals. I generally find that when looking for recipes to fit my goals in the moment, this often isn't useful since I can't follow the recipe exactly because I often don't have the exact ingredients with me in the moment. But this is really good for getting ideas and good for meal planning ahead of time so you know what will fit in your usual lunch and dinner budgets. And number 3, it's for you if you want more measurement and high-level guidance metrics. So with the premium version, you can track other body measurements other than just weight and waist, like body fat, chest, hips, etc. And Rich and I think it's very important to track body fat percentage. If you don't want to pay premium just for this info, we've linked a calculator below where you can use your weight and body measurements to compute your body fat percentage. And this is likely what Lifesum is doing under the hood themselves anyway. You get more analytics like meal ratings, where Lifesum rates your meals according to how overall healthy they are. And if you're new to nutrition and dieting, this can be very helpful for you. And you can also get a weekly life score, which summarizes how well you've been doing, with a score of 130 to 150 being perfect and below 70 being off track. Lifesum figures out your life score based on a questionnaire about your current nutrition and exercise habits, plus all the foods and habits that you've been tracking over the week. And finally, if you're highly active and want to sync Lifesum with your other fitness trackers, you'll need to get the premium version for that. Although stick around until the end of this video where we talk about the 3 big mistakes people make using calorie apps, because misusing exercise calories is definitely one one of them.
So how does Lifesum compare to MyFitnessPal? I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you already know how to use MyFitnessPal. But if not, we did a detailed review for it right here. Are you already using MyFitnessPal or Lifesum right now? Comment below with MFP or Lifesum if so. First, let's look at what makes the free version of Lifesum better than MyFitnessPal. The database is much cleaner. There aren't so many false entries as you see in MyFitnessPal. Although it can still happen, like this 88,000 calorie protein shake I found the other day. Lifesum has a much simpler UI than MyFitnessPal, so it's easier to use to log common foods. And most people find the colors and animations to be more fun looking. It also has in-app tips and notification telling you if you have lots of room left to fill a target or when you're going over. Like dinner isn't far off, drink a glass or two of water beforehand. Now, what makes the free version of MyFitnessPal better than Lifesum? MyFitnessPal has a much larger food database, which means you're more likely to find uncommon or newer to the market foods in MyFitnessPal than Lifesum. MyFitnessPal also continues to have an active customer base, which means new foods get added constantly. It also has a large community. If you're someone who loves group participation and accountability, then MyFitnessPal's community will be very attractive for you. You can follow other MyFitnessPal users' posts, and if they have given permission, see their food diary and weight progress. Unlike the free tier of Lifesum, you can actually access the recipes in MyFitnessPal's free tier. And you can also set macro goals in MyFitnessPal for free. And while you don't get the in-app tips and hints that Lifesum has, MyFitnessPal comes with a collection of blog posts that you can read to still get educated, but it'll take some browsing on your part. MyFitnessPal also has a few free step-by-step plans to help you reach goals like high protein, where you go week by week and they give you guidance on how to get more protein into plan. These plans are typically 28 days long. And finally, it's more customizable. You can add up to 6 different meals and name them whatever you want. With Lifesum, you're restricted to just breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. As for the paid versions, what makes Lifesum better than MyFitnessPal? As far as the paid versions are concerned, Lifesum is cheaper than MyFitnessPal. And it does include a lot of features that the paid version of MyFitnessPal does not have. For instance, some features that the paid version of MyFitnessPal lacks that Lifesum has are tracking habits like fruits and vegetables instead of just calories and macros, weekly life scores, more targeted plans like clean eating, Mediterranean, and different variations of keto, and basically more guidance on what to do through food, meal, and day ratings. Lifesum also has much better searching functions for the recipe database, since you can search by over 70 different tags, including specific calorie ranges, ingredients, prep time, temperature, dietary preference, etc. And in MyFitnessPal, the recipes are just bucketed under 10 different categories. And what makes the paid version of MyFitnessPal better than Lifesum? With the paid version of MyFitnessPal, you do get access to some workouts that Lifesum does not offer. You can also export all of your data to a CSV file, custom set different calorie and macro goals for different days, and get nutrition reports about which food ranks highest on nutrients you care about, and you need to be the one to know what those nutrients are. MyFitnessPal won't tell you that. So my overall recommendation is that if you don't want to pay anything, go with MyFitnessPal, since it has more features and also enough features to help you get started making progress without feeling like you're really lacking something. But if you're fine with paying, then pay for Lifesum if you're more of a beginner or just need more guidance on what to do and want a plan to follow. You want to think as little as you can about your food decisions and want an app to help tell you what to do. But if you don't need any guidance and pretty much already know what macros and nutrients you need to focus on, and you just want more customization options out of your food tracker so you can tweak it to be just the way you like it, then opt for paying for MyFitnessPal. Or choose MyFitnessPal if you want to export your data onto a spreadsheet and do more math crunching on it. Basically, it's better for you if you're a DIY person.
Finally, no matter which app you pick, it's very important to understand these 3 big mistakes to watch out for when using any calorie counting app. Number 1, don't get hung up on accuracy. While MyFitnessPal suffers from this way more, you can still find a few inaccurate food entries on Lifesum here and there. But did you know that even the FDA allows a 20% inaccuracy on their food labels? Yep, so there's no such thing as 100% accurate when it comes to nutrition information anyway. Some of my clients who have previously used MyFitnessPal or Lifesum have talked about how they were constantly thinking about food and the math of it, and they were really anxious about not having the room to eat and how they'll be hungry and how they have to get everything right perfectly. This is a thought pattern that you want to watch out for and avoid. Just log your food and move on. Mistake 2, don't go in blindly with the suggested calorie goal thinking that you'll lose exactly how much they say you will. Most calorie counting apps do simple math of maintenance calories calculator using your body stats minus 500 calories to give your daily calorie goals. Now, this is a steep decrease from your current lifestyle. Instead, use your outcome and results to guide you on what calorie targets should be. And like with food logging, it will take some trial and error to get down. And remember, water retention is inevitable. Some weeks your weight won't go down, but your body measurement will. And this says that you are losing fat, but your body is holding onto water. And you won't know this and feel supremely frustrated if you're only focusing on your weight. Fluctuations will happen daily and even weekly. So check out this video on all the different things that will cause weight fluctuations that most apps won't point out for you. And finally, mistake number 3, don't unhealthily compensate with exercise. Trackers allow you to eat back exercise calories if you log exercise with them. Don't do this. Many of our clients who's used trackers previously did this and were stuck partly because they were eating back their exercise calories when they didn't need to. First, estimated calories burned from exercise is almost always exaggerated. Not to mention, it leads to unhealthy mindset where you use food as reward and exercise as punishment for yourself. So you don't want to slip into this mindset. Most people who do almost always end up eating back more than they burn.
If you're trying to lose weight by yourself, it can take a lot of trial and error to figure out what works for you at the right stage in your journey. But if you want to shortcut through all of the trial and error and get tried and proven guidance from Lucy and I, this is exactly the kind of thing we help our clients with. A few spots have opened up for our free one-to-one consult for our Badass Body Boss program. It is very high touch, and so spots are very limited. So if you're serious, go ahead and click on the link in the description below to book a one-on-one consult for our Badass Body Boss program. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe or follow us on Instagram, and share this video with whoever else you feel could use this information. And be sure to check out these 2 videos to learn more about how to lose fat and gain muscle like a body boss. You can do it!